everybody, this is Raiza51 here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Death and Request. We went through a hell of a lot of cutscenes. I mean, a hell of a lot of cutscenes. And apologies, I felt kind of not talking as much and sleepy in the last part because I was literally busy and trying to get a lot of stuff done that day, and I wanted to get some recordings done. I was just so damn exhausted. But I'm more awake now, I'm more active, and we can try to make some regression today in this episode, hopefully. Okay, I don't need to talk. It's alright, I can do this one. If I made it out this far, I'm safe, right? Hello? Say something. Why are you silent all of a sudden? Say... No answer. I don't hear your voice. Just... who am I? I feel ready to crumble. You don't know who you are? Huh? You're the bug. Bird, aren't you? Can you speak? I hate feeling left in the dark. I want to know everything. I mean, it's me. Why wouldn't I? I don't know. I'm completely lost. I have no idea what to do with myself. This guy comes out of nowhere and totally shakes apart everything I thought I knew. I mean, those memories of leaving home are so real. I can practically taste some on my tongue. But I didn't sense any hint of dissent in his voice, so I wouldn't believe him. It's all too much for me right now. Flashback? There's so many things I need to ask you. What happened 1 year ago? Where are you at this very moment? Where was I? How am I supposed to know? I'm here. Answer me. You scared? Yes, I'm terrified. What if I'm not who I think I am? What do you mean by programming? Are my memories other than lies? Am I really alive? Do I even exist in this world? Of course you exist. Shina Ninomiya. Alright, seems like you heard me clearly this time. Sorry if I kept you waiting. I managed to whitelist our names in the game's text bank. Can you hear me down there? I'm Arata Mizanashi. Oh! Ninomiya? That's my name? Yes, that's your real name. Mizanashi. I... Oh, Shina, it's okay. Don't cry. I can't believe I finally found you. I wish you knew how worried sick we've all been. You're safe in there, right? I'm still scared. I missed you so much. Yeah, me too. Miss Nashi. Where am I? That's the question we're all trying to figure out right now.
Wake up.
Okay, we're heading back to reality right now.
Wake up.
Crap. I didn't realize I fell asleep. What time? 3 a.m. Not even morning yet, huh? Oh.
Do I know they're actually talking right now?
It's been a while since I've fallen asleep.
Yeah, they are okay. I have to turn the volume a little bit to make sure I heard them talking.
Come to think of it, I'm starving. What do I have around here to eat?
My name is Arata Mizanashi. I'm 27 years old. I'm a programmer. I'm not at home, I'm at work. Ebbs and flows. Each second passes is just another line of code typed. When I wake, when I sleep, when I start working, when I stop, when I'll eat last. I don't ever take the time to ask myself any of these questions. Each day bleeds into the next, and no one bats an eyelash. But it's okay. It's all okay. Let's keep on going.
Oh yeah, the steamed melon pond. Guess I forgot to eat the lunch I bought. Delicious.
Again? You were obsessed with that bread.
Hello. Who's there? Okay, new area.
Huh?
The melon pond? You practically eat them for every meal. Don't you get tired of the same thing?
This is where I work, Enigma Games, a small game development company where we work on the software on behalf of game publishers. Much of what we do is kept under wraps by non-disclosure agreements. My co-workers here, who shows a little care NDAs, is Sumika Tokiwa. She works on a project separate from my team, but she's undoubtedly one of Enigma's top programmers.
And my dietary habits are none of your business. I enjoy the taste, but that doesn't mean it's my favorite thing to eat. I guess I just don't have a craving for anything else. Forget that, Tokiwa. Aren't you swamped with work? Should you be hanging out with me?
Don't worry. I just finished working on a huge block of code, so I wanted to pick on you during my break. Here you go.
Whoa, take it easy. You shouldn't throw things without warning me. Oh, it's coffee. Thanks.
No problem. Huh. Looks like someone had a productive evening.
What? What makes you say that?
Your code. I can see the progress you've made on your monitor. 300 lines in one day is something to be proud of.
I guess so.
Don't you have another project to work on or something?
How much
You
programs?
can't just peek at what I'm working on
How
over
is
here.
progress to work at times? Was he
Oh,
difficult?
loosen up. Who cares? We're both employees for the same company. As far as I'm concerned, my work can be an open book to you.
Yeah. That's why they separate us into cubicles, right? What's the real reason you're over here anyway?
I already told you. I just wanted to pick on you. Seems like our most recent spat left a good impression on you. I know you've got the skill to pull it together, but ever since she went missing, you've seemed totally disinterested in this project.
Let's drop it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to reopen old wounds. I just hoped you could understand.
It's a personal problem. I just don't want to talk about it. It's not your fault, so
I
don't
think
worry.
look at the background here. Those
That's not what I meant.
colorful pigs there on
You
the
don't
right.
seem to get it, so I'll tell
I
you
believe
as
those
many
are
times as you need to
dungeon
hear.
related stuff will be headed to later on in the game.
This isn't your fault.
This is actually pretty cool to
You
see
shouldn't
that.
have to shoulder that burden on your own.
I don't know about the two next on the left, but I know those two on the right
just
are definitely
realized.
dungeon related.
That bread you like so much, I mean, Shina used to buy those from the shop downstairs, didn't she?
She did. She loved them so much. She used to buy them by the dozen for the office.
Let me guess. Before you knew it, you were hooked. Sounds like some Pavlovian training. What's the matter?
Pavlovian training, huh? I barely noticed.
I think everyone's entitled to slip into bad habits now and then. We just passed a year since Shina went missing, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been a year.
Which marks a year since the World Oddyssey project ended, too.
It's been a long time. Whoops. World Oddyssey sometimes abbreviated as WOD, but for short. It demonstrates the company's faith into developing a VR MMO program, which is short for a virtual reality massively multiplayer online game. Sure, why not? Much of its larger development infrastructure was put into place with the well-known corporation Acco Inc. A few years ago, a game engine that they released made headlines. It was an immersive cloud-based system known as the Alice Engine. Shina Ninomiya, a fresh-faced director full of imagination and enthusiasm, held the project with her and the Alice Engine confirmed. I hopped on the project as the game's primary programmer, who set to make something never made before, a fully realized fantasy world. However, the middle of the development, the Alice engine began producing a series of bugs that proved pretty impossible to fix. The matters were Shina and Ninomiya, our fearless director, had suddenly vanished. But we had no choice but to halt development for WOD. We made it to the alpha stage of the build, but the assets were immediately frozen and Agro froze their funding too. We heard it all. We knew that it couldn't be done. It was too much of a burden for some young girl to do it by herself. I couldn't help but seethe with anger, hearing everyone shift the blame onto her and whisper behind her back.
When things go south, it's easy to push the blame onto a newer employee, but
Of course they would.
you're beating yourself up too much for how you handled having her on your team. From my point of view, at least, you weren't that strict. I don't think she took the pressure badly either. Don't be so hard on yourself.
What the hell? Cut me open, why don't you?
It's practically written on your face. You're all, everything's my fault, or I'm so sorry, Shina.
Leave me alone.
Hey, would you mind doing that face again?
Toga pumped her cheeks playfully as she pointed her fingers toward my face.
What do you mean?
Come on, just one more time. I'll stop bothering you if you make that face again.
You make no sense. Just leave me be. If you won't, then I'll just go home.
Kaboom!
And hi. Then from out of the blue, something was thrown out into my desk.
Whoa, how about a warning first? Kind of pervy, don't you think?
Arta, I have the sample you asked for. I followed all your design specs, right? For a heroine-themed booby mouse pad.
She definitely sounds like Yudi from
Wow.
Hyperdimension Tunia.
Did you ask the marketing team to work on samples for this? What a turnoff. Well, I guess considering our target audience, it shouldn't surprise me at all.
I think I followed your suggestion
Leah
to
don't
the
want-
T,
yeah.
Arta. What do you think? Does it resemble Shina?
Yeah, she definitely looks like, she definitely sounds like Yuni. This icy woman is Lydia Nolan. She's named as Chief Character Designer. Her Japanese is so good that it's almost hard to believe that she's a foreigner. She's a master of the art of conversation, to the point that I can't keep up with how quickly she goes through internet catchphrases. She's a ball of passion, but who pours her soul into her work and her hobbies. It certainly shows.
Would you quit it?
You asked for this, Arta? Don't tell me that you used Shina as a model for the heroine.
About that.
Jeez. And you even went ahead and got the right proportions for her bust.
It's a little too flat-chested, isn't it? Nothing that can't be fixed. Just need to add some padding over here.
Okay, good night.
That did it.
Stupid Arta.
Huh?
I don't know what we're talking about. A message. Let's see. Spam, more spam. Yep, more spam here. Huh? This is... Yeah, okay, they're not talking. Okay, so we'll double check. Wait, does this sender line say World Oddyssey MGMT? The subject just says, you got an unread message. I should turn the preview field on. You can see what it reads inside, but it looks like there's an attachment here. What the hell? Might be a virus, so I should open it, but... Didn't have worked on World Oddyssey's Justice and send an email to someone who actually worked on the game is so stupid. Wait a second. That's why I put my mouse cursor over the sender line. The email address being displayed was Shina@WD.com. This is from Shina? Seriously? It's a test email from Shina Ninomiya, the girl that had been presumed missing for over a year. I didn't care that it could have been a spam email or some kind of prank. Without a second thought, I just clicked it open. Why am I getting an email from her address? Huh? Just as I saw, there was an attachment. I couldn't figure out this extension what it was, but it was obvious that the file had been compressed. I tried best to extract the compressed file with a few basic conditions, but for whatever reason I couldn't open them. That file he's trying to open, that actually comes in later on throughout the game. It's very important apparently. You never click on it, it won't open. Is that strange? That's zip file or something? I've never seen you like this before. I'm trying to set my mind, I couldn't open this attachment. My brain was being pulled from all directions. First the center line, now the attachment. My frustration made my cheeks beat red, but there was nothing I could do to open it. What proxy server could this come from? All servers should be down. I was at a loss. My next course of action was to access the World Oddyssey servers. Knowing full well they were probably deactivated. What? You gotta be kidding me. As we unplugged the server, the cache should have been emptied and deleted. How the hell is this happening? World Oddyssey? Hey, what's going on? The streets are becoming erratic. It's buggy as hell. Oh hell. This is bad. It was nowhere near this messy when I last touched it. How do any bugs be able to penetrate a firewall if the device is shut down entirely? What if I open up the control panel? Oh, this is no good. These lines of code are all totally jumbled. An entire year has passed since the incident. The disappearance of Shina and Ninomiya? Of course, we have reported her disappearance is authentic to the authorities immediately, but never has been satisfied with how they chose to close the case. We were close teammates. I worked within an arm's length for 2 years. We struck a fine friendship. I'm sure that showed she agreed. She was wise and beyond her years, but there was moments where her mind would drift off. The company had asked me to take Shina under my wing so that not only would she be cultivated and understand our company, she would also be an experienced professional, one that our company had planned on grooming to the highest echelon. When stresses from the job got the better of her, I also slipped over to the bathroom where I knew she cried by herself in the stall. However, it was always done discreetly, never getting in the way from her giving 100%. Her unbridled enthusiasm always surpassed our team's expectations, but what made her truly special was the sincerity of her work. I know because I spent nearly every day with her. She would never ever walk away from her job without any explanation. This game is her life, her legacy. It's hard to imagine anyone walking away from it without any care or remorse. There has to be something fishy behind her sudden disappearance. Nothing else makes sense. The police didn't share my conclusion and were more invested in the belief that she willingly ran off and said something more nefarious. Just to make a mention, I've been feeling hollow ever since. All I want was an answer, something to make sense of the tragedy. I ain't thought that I could hire a private investigator, but both of her parents had passed away, and she had no other surviving relatives. For anyone else, that would have been enough reason to leave it be, but neither Sumika nor myself were willing to do so. Even as the two of us set about cleaning out her vacated office, we will find Shina. Wait a minute. It says there's one active player moving in the server. That's impossible. Maybe if I check the player log, I could see a screen name or something. Sorry, my mouth was getting dry there. Counting Shina, status active, last only 3 minutes ago. Shina? Are you in there? And let's try back to the game, into the World Oddyssey again. Almost 20 minutes of cutscene so far. Gee, Christmas. Oh, that's the classroom. The fatigue after trying to save the palace. Sorry, Ms. Nashi. I fell asleep. Huh? Ms. Nashi? He's being unresponsive again. Does that mean he logged out and hasn't returned yet? I'm in. Yes, it has to be. These are the plains of World Oddyssey. Right now, I'm sitting in front of hardest plows. Hmm? Yo. Huh? You scared me. Oh, are you? I'm Mr. Enigma. Your voice. Might you be Mizanashi? Yeah, it's me. Don't you recognize my skin? That's our company's mascot, Mr. Enigma. Of course I do. He's so cute. Why are you using another character's skin? Well, I fear that chat with you might be difficult if it was just my voice, so I hope having a visual component would help. Besides, this character gives me access to parts of the code that I can't normally touch. I must use this skin to crack down on troublemakers. In order to help you, I'll need to be able to identify errors in the code directly. This way I can make changes in real time. Kinda perfect, don't you think? Thanks, Sammy, as always, Mr. Hashi. I think it's a terrific idea. There's one catch, though. Because I'm an admin character, I'm not allowed to participate in battle. What? Don't stare back at me like that. He looks like he's blushing a little bit. I'm scared. I can't help it. I'm impressed with the level of graphical detail, Mr. Nima. Thanks. Nice of you to mention it. Alright, let's try to make sense of what we know at this certain moment. Your name is Shina, Ninomiya. You're playing a game which you helped create. You remember that much, right? Yes. So about your body in the real world. What? What's the matter? You're blushing. Don't put it like that. It sounds so perverted. I'm more than just a body, Mizanashi. What? A body's a body. How else should I describe it? No. If you don't like me referring to you as a body, then how about true form? Just like how it looks at the way that you're. Get that serious though. It's so cute. No, body's fine. Alright, then going back to the subject hand, judging by your responses, it seems like you don't know where you are. As why is that? I wish you could tell me. It's disorienting from sure. This world feels more akin to reality than any other at the moment. If I look to my right or to my left, I see the textures of World Oddyssey's environments. I can feel the wind grazing my palm. Well, it's VR. Wherever you are, the real you should be wearing a white rabbit on your head. White rabbit? They're goggles that are optimized for games, which have what we refer to as the Alice engine. The primary selling point is that it induces a dreamlike state where it's where reality becomes distinguishable from VR. Dreamlike state? Yeah, I can see it for myself. Huh? What are you doing over there? I'm trying to find a way to remove my goggles. Can I take them off again, Mr. Nashi? Well, in order for the VR to work, the game requires all your brain's conscious energy. You can't move until you wake up, really. Don't tell me you forgot. I'm sorry. My brain's still so hazy. Hazy, huh? Whoever subconscious has trouble storing her long-term memories with the experience she's made in the game. Sorry to pause it for a minute. Just gotta dry mouth at the moment. Shina, do you have any inklings as to when you first started playing World Oddyssey? Nope. Every time I shut my eyes and try to recall my past, everything goes blank. The one thing I do remember is coding World Odysseys with you and the rest of the team. If I focus too much on it, I feel nothing except for dark, frigid loneliness. For a long time, I couldn't find anyone to talk with. My revealing sentiment was that I felt scared to death. I see. Shina, listen to me. In the real world, you've been missing for over an entire year. Missing? What? Is that true? Yeah, we immediately filed a missing persons report with the authorities. Takiba and I had initially figured that you were involved in some kind of incident, so we take it upon ourselves to search you. I should have asked you this right away, but was the choice to go missing of your own volition, or volition, excuse me. I had no clue. It's tough for me to imagine how I came in the first place, much less who's responsible for it. I see. Right, sick, having considered all the possibilities to be dizzying, I don't know where to say. Extend, if her sounding sentiment was, in fact, fear. Perhaps she experienced some form of intense trauma that scared her, scarred her memories, making them accessible for the time being. Can't help but wonder what kind of incident might have left her in this state. You see, even with what I pertain to the real world, somehow it doesn't feel as tangible as anything I sense in this world. Sure, I remember sitting next to you with my cup of coffee, working on lines of code. I remember the sight and smells of walking on the meadow in World Oddyssey just as vividly. It might have something to do with the Alice's artificial intelligence control kicking in. What? I have a suspicion that the game has identified you as an anomaly and is trying to erase you, or it's trying to assume control of your character. Please don't tell me that. Just kidding. It's impossible for the AI to assume control of human consciousness as easily as I suggest. Why do you keep on hugging me? Because you're so adorable. Aww. Well, that's true. Adorable? Come on. Huh? Oh, no. It wasn't like that. I was talking about Mr. Ninomiya, not you, Mizanashi. Don't worry, Mizanashi. I don't find you cute. I don't know about that. I wasn't fishing for compliments, but for her to do a 180 so manly is disconcerting. Our own. In any case, let's focus on long you out here so that you can wake up in the real world. Something unnerving is afoot, though. That enormous hole in the side has unleashed a chain sorry. Has unleashed a chain reaction of bugs all over this game. Let's see. So the hole in the side was a bug? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I've been trying to access the master UI panel to initiate a manual use walkout, but the menu is nowhere to be found. You must be mistaken. There's no way that's impossible. Wait, you're right. I can't perform the function on my end either. Do you think the bugs have something to do with it? We can't rule out that possibility, but our predicament could be more dire than we had originally anticipated. Meaning, in the same way that our names were somehow blacklisted from the in-game chat function, as the other signs of third-party tampering in our code. Are you telling me that we've been hacked? Well, that's my guess. Even so, whoever it is, this person is in the know enough to identify the main programmer and the director of one of our unannounced titles. Blacklisting two of the key developers for this game before its release is a little suspicious, don't you think? I understand just thinking about it. I mean, given that the World Oddyssey servers are running when the project was halted over a year ago, it's a major red flag. So all source code is vulnerable in someone else's hands. We need to lock you out as soon as possible to bring you back, but how the hell am I supposed to escape this world? I have no idea where I am, how I got here, or how to log out. Wait a minute. What about that fail-safe function? Remember the engage? What? You're right. I totally forgot about that. The beautiful thing about World Oddyssey is that, despite being an MMORPG, there's a definite end to it all. I wanted the players to return to reality and sheer awe of what they saw, and experience unlike anything they'd never seen before, right? I wish our decided stories to inspire gamers in the game in the same way that we were inspired, breathless in the stack. Yes, I can't help but feel frustrated that for now this is our only option to get you out of here, but for the time being, you'll have to do. So let's head to the penultimate. We'll also destroy the final balls and catalyze the ending engage. Got it. Alright, I'm starting to feel like myself again. If I include this game along now, then I'll wake up in the real world in no time. I can finally see Sumika and Lydia again. And you too, Miss Nashi. Right, I'll be right beside you until the very end. So don't worry about a thing. Our next destination? The mystical side capital, Odyssia, right? You know the way there, right? Of course. How creative after all. Annotate.
In order to reach Odyssia from Hardis, we'll have to travel to Stirford,
Sad
the
cutscenes
kingdom
are-
by the sea.
Like I said, these are
Part ways
really
for now.
lengthy.
While you head there, I've got some investigating to do on this side.
What? You're leaving already?
Oh, Shina, I'm gonna give you one warning for while I'm gone. Don't die, alright?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's a miracle that the server can run at all. The world is swarming with so many bugs that it's impossible
worry,
to
won't
parse through
die.
the code.
We'll do my best for that.
In fact, I'm holding my breath as I speak with you under fear that our connection could be cut off at any second. If you're ever killed in battle, or if you jump to a save point prematurely and hit the load function, there's a chance that it'll send a faulty signal to the server, which can reset our cache and disable our communication. Once we're cut off, there's no guarantee that we'd be able to connect once again.
In other words, I would have to navigate my way to the end of the game on my own.
Yes, I implore you to use extreme caution while you're in-game. By your own estimate, this game should require a minimum of 50 hours to clear the main storyline, right?
Well, if we include breaks and potential side quests, then it could take far longer.
While you're in there, you'll have to complete all the necessary side quests to access the true ending and initiate the ending engage. It'll be a pain in the ass, but being thorough while we can't access
Maybe a
the
pain,
manual
but we gotta do what we
login
gotta
is
do.
our best shot at the moment.
Got it. I'll do whatever it takes.
Cool. I'm gonna analyze some asset files for Odyssia and get back to you. In the meantime, you won't be able to reach me. Sorry.
It's fine.
But don't look so worried. I'll have my laptop on me the whole time. I'll be checking in on your progress as often as I can, okay?
One thing. What would happen if your PC were to enter sleep mode? Would that cut off our line of communication too?
Is this your sly way of asking me not to let my laptop enter sleep mode? You worry too much. Anyway, I'll be on my way. See you later.
Oh. He left. Jeez, that guy really travels to the beat of his own drum. Someone could use a lesson on how to treat women.
Whew, okay. I looked in the palace. Bad memories came flooding back to me. I ran back outside. Oh, hello. New character.
I'm so sorry. It was not my intention to startle you.
Wait, aren't you... this girl? Looks like the one in that torn painting inside of the palace. Oh, I'm sorry. You scared me.
I must apologize for approaching you like this. My name is Lily Hopes.
Nice to meet you, Lily.
What? I recognize her. Lily was an NPC that I created to serve as a guide for new players. I don't remember her wearing this outfit in her original design, though. Do the bugs have something to do with this? Wait a sec. She has a buggy just like I do. Oh, I'm Shina. Shina Ninomiya. Might you be the princess of this kingdom?
Huh? Yes. As you said, I am Hardis' princess. Currently, however, I am one of its most wanted criminals as well.
Criminal?
I was locked behind bars in a cavernous cell, charged and imprisoned for assassinating the queen.
Now that she mentions it, I remember writing this dialogue for her backstory. I somewhat regret being responsible for the struggle she's faced. But in reality, you're as kind as a gentle ray of sunshine. A stern, selfless woman who is beloved by all, whom I know would never do such a thing.
What?
Oh, I'm not from this kingdom, but that's what I've heard about you, Princess Lily.
Please, Lily will do just fine.
Understood. Lily it is.
Okay, no worries, Lily.
I can't help but express some relief to hear that.
Yeah, just like Lily, she
It
also
has
has
been
a
some time
bug there
since
by
anyone
her
has
as
referred
well,
to me as a
like,
gentle ray of
she
sunshine.
does.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but were you just escaping from the palace? Yes. Why do you ask? Did you see my father, the King of Hardis? I wish to know what became of the king and everyone inside the palace. Please, tell me everything you know.
After all the cruelty she's faced in her sentence, she still expresses concern about the
She's
king
kind
and
of
his
lost right
warriors.
now, it's all I can say.
From what I have gathered, the king has been amassing guards in order to counter the growing threat of deranged martyrs around the kingdom. However, many of those who flocked to heed the king's call never returned to tell the tale. I have tried fruitlessly to enter the palace to see it for myself, but entering as a fugitive is close to impossible. I humbly beg of you, tell me what you saw inside of the palace. What became of the king and the men in his command?
I'm afraid you won't like what I have to say, Lily.
Devil may care, I must know.
Okay. I wandered into the palace because I heard that the kingdom was in need of guards.
Right, remember that.
Much to my dismay, I called out in search of an attendant and received no response. Right from the get-go, things seemed abnormal.
The king, was he safe?
I, saw the king in his throne room, but he was shrouded behind a curtain, so I didn't get a good look at him. I can say for certain that something about his demeanor felt off.
In what way?
His mind was slipping. The king was all wiry, and all of his soldiers seemed to follow. Before launching into an aggressive pursuit, the king and his men screamed absolute nonsense at me. I think it was the bug. I mean, it must have been the curse that drove him to madness.
Curse? You must be speaking about the Entoma. How could this be? Is no one safe in this cruel world?
I wish I would
Shina,
be safe from all
since
this.
you had responded to the call to serve as one of our kingdom's guards, I have a favor to ask of you. As princess of this kingdom, my responsibility is to free my people from their suffering. This turmoil can no longer stand. First, I must see what has become of the palace myself. Miss Shina, is there any way that I could convince you to accompany me?
Sure.
I know that it is a lot to ask for, but... Huh? Wait, did you say you would?
Yeah, we'll help you.
Well, bravery means doing the right thing at the right time. So just leave it to Shina the adventurer.
Oh, thank you.
I can only imagine how worried you must be after being separated from the king for so long. The king is probably experiencing a lot of grief as well. So let's hurry, Lily.
Okay.
Alright. No, son, more cutscenes. Gosh damn it. Recording for almost 40 minutes. I haven't got a single gameplay yet. I'm still gonna try to show a little gameplay before the video ends. I'm sorry, everybody. What the? The entrance is sealed. There might be an entrance around the back. Right this way. Ah, did it? Don't call you princess or nothing. Let's head to the throne room. Hurry. Okay. Hey, Rook. How you doing? Huh? Say, aren't you Shina? What a coincidence to run into you here. Oh, what? What are you doing here? Me, if I know you were here and this way, then we could have traveled here together. Don't be so shy next time. Alas, it was not in the cards. Huh? When we had our first encounter, I was actually en route to another kingdom. Between you and me, there are plenty of rooks throughout this world. Wait, what? Plenty of rooks? What do you mean by that? You see, originally there was just me. Ever since this thing latched onto me, the most outlandish thing has been happening. You're right. You guys sang some like curse. That's on your arm too, Rook. I became obsessed by this. Whatever it is, I somehow been multiplied. Multiplying? There There are multiple versions of me scattered across the world. Remarkably bizarre, if I do say so myself. Luckily, I retain control of each and every version of me, a singular conscience at the helm of multiple bodies. Frankly, I see it as a blessing for the Lord. But better way to expand my business than with multiple merchants I can trust. Does having multiple versions of yourself even get you though? I'll be lying if I said that it doesn't, but compared to all this happened afflicted by the curse, I have no need to complain. Oh, seems like Clay is really confused. He's actually mentioned before that multiple versions of Rook appear as a result of the bugs. The bug is reducing multiple copies of him. Precisely. Ah! Where did this spirit come from? The lines of code enabling Rook to fast travel between locations has been corrupted. Instead of teleporting him, the game simply makes a copy. Oh. Mr. Ninomiya, you can't just appear out of the blue and scare us like that. Look, he's Star Lily. Who cares? I have no time to worry about it every time someone else gets upset. Come on, dude. Jeez. As a new customer come to browse my wares. Oh, I'm Enigma, the bear. Don't worry, I'm not a threat. Right, Shina? Oh, right, he's a friend of mine. She has a talking bear as a friend? Apologies if I scared you. Please don't mind me. Continue with your conversation. He's so cute. Shina, might I make a suggestion? Suggestion? Yes, as compensation for you having saved one version of me from a pack of vicious monsters, I would like to offer you my services. Sure. Would you do me the honor? Well, of course. On your map, I marked a simple shore where each of my clone cells is. They are safe zones where monsters rarely appear. You're free to make camp at these locations at your leisure. I'll also give you a signal so that you can summon me at any time. I shall stop my wares frequently to cover any of your needs on and off of the battlefield. Be sure to check back with me often. Got it. Thanks a bunch, Rook. No need to thank me. I should be thanking you for the increased business. What? Yes, my lady. Oh, be just slow, he's fine. I'm in no position to answer by my royal title. But, please. Very well, Lily. How might I be of service to you? Do you happen to sell anything that I could use as a weapon? A weapon, you ask? Please don't tell me you're thinking about entering the fray. These are dangerous times, my lady. My heart has already decided. Even if it means putting myself in harm's way, I must show bravery. I do not plan on sitting idly by while Miss Shina risks her life for me. Really? Then how about this? It's an elegant weapon, one that keeps you at a safe distance while offering a means to protect yourself. My, what a gorgeous bow! I can't how light it feels in my hands. Many thanks. I'll be honored to use this. How much for it? Oh please, I couldn't bear to accept money from the princess herself. Take it, I insist. No, I must pay my dues to honest merchants like yourself. As a member of the royal family, I cannot rest on the graces and deeds of good people. In fact, I refuse to do so. That bug just suddenly appears now of nowhere and disappears. What was that? I see. Your reputation precedes you, my lady. You are wise beyond your years. Then if I may accept my gift as a lower rate than what my customers usually receive, consider it a gesture of faith to the crown. Oh my. Is that what my such is referred to as a discount? Correct. Indeed, a token of goodwill for you and your journey, my lady. How wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Hope this will do. Oh, sorry. Have I had to out turn? I thought this might be an acceptable response for your generosity. I apologize. The rituals and customs amongst townsfolk are somewhat foreign to me. Oh, not at all. I am really humbled that you would show such kindness to a lowly merchant like me. Now, everyone, please travel safely. Hopefully, our next meeting is sooner rather than later. I shall wait for your signal. Why can't this to be a dozen places at once? Miss Shina, I hope that I didn't step on your toes when I expressed my interest in fighting alongside you. However, as a princess artist, it is my right to prefer to act in the best interest of my people. See? Thanks, Celine. But if we're backed into a corner by surrounded by monsters, then try not to act too rashly, okay? Okay, understood. Are you sure I can fight with you, though? I thought for sure that you refuse me. I never do that. The more the merrier. Oh, and please call me Shina. First names will do just fine for the both of us. Okay then, Shina? Lily? You're making me blush. You're both blushing. It's so cute. Now our friendship is official. Friendship? Ahem. Mind if I chime in now? I want to interrupt your lovey-dovey display. Lovey-dovey? Psst, be a bit more careful, okay, Shina? Huh? Mr. Nima? Don't give yourself away. I can hear you inside my head. I'm using private voice chat so that the others can't hear me talking to you. You can seek using this chat too. Just picture me and Nima avatar in your head. They communicate with me directly. Give it a shot. Like this? Can you hear me, Miss Naji? Loud and clear. Whoa, pretty convenient. Anyway, as I'm sure you've seen by now, Louie's got a little Toma bug just like you do. Yes, actually hers was bouncing on my knee just now. It seems fully rescinded. On a side note, there's still spirals attached to your thigh or a bug too, right? Oh, you mean these dingling things? Yes, I realized right away that the dingling legs were saying that something was off in the game. Shina, would you mind not saying dingly so much? Does that matter? For my sake, please. Okay. Anyway, we leave the legs alone for now. Let's see like any of the others can see the bug fluttering right in front of them. Considering how much it moves, you think that Lily would sense something right now? Has she brought it up to you before? Maybe. She's just unsure what it is. It has a mind of its own after all. Maybe she's just afraid to talk about it. Maybe. Maybe not. She look confused, right? Maybe. Laugh, it's so cute. We can't say for certain though, can we? No one else is looking at it. We shouldn't beat around the bush. Let's ask her directly. Right. Still, it's strange that no one else is reacting. And Lily joined the party. There's still cutscenes. Sheesh. Hey Lily, can you see this little bug? Don't tell me that you can see it too. Yes, actually I've been able to see it this whole time. I can see it too. Shina has one that's similar, about purple instead of yellow. What a relief. I no longer have to pretend like it doesn't exist. Oh, sorry, it seems that my has taken to you, Shina. Hey, come back. This bug, as you call it, has suddenly appeared on my body. First it's a weird bump, but over time it developed a mind of its own. I assume that it's a physical manifestation of the atonement itself. Oh, could you tell me a bit more about how it began acting on its own accord? It was then that I had been falsely accused and imprisoned for assessing the queen. My guards were my only line to the outside world. I was informed that scores of innocent people were mysteriously dying as a result of the Toma Scourge, and many others have disappeared. Oh, I mean that's a deep term. The merchant from earlier mentioned the same thing to me. He said something about people disappearing like smoke. Yes, personally, I believe those missing were a thought there was some kind of dark evil magic. From what I was told, there are a handful of stars in the event, but they live in the constant fear of the Otoma and the Mars. No matter how bad I wanted to understand the plight of who were affected, there was little that I could actually do. Eventually, the kiss of the Otoma took the form of a painful bruise. I had believed that I, too, would soon succumb to this deadly curse. Just as I accepted my fate, this one popped out. Yeah, that little guy there. Bigoo! When I first met you, Shina, you can imagine the surprise on my face when I noticed that you were carrying around a Toma, just like me. I wouldn't call it carrying around so much as it is to follow me right now. Baby! Huh? Are they playing with one another? Well, by the looks of things, it seems like they're smiling each other out. Maybe they recognize each other's friends. Huh? That's one. The way one circles around the other, unless they're having fun. How precious. Don't get too attached. At the end of the day, they're still connected to the Otoma. It is important to note that the common thread in how the two of these Otomas appear, which seems to be periods of extreme stress. I find it likely that there might be others who also have Otomas that behave just as these two do. Louis, Louis, do you happen to know anyone else who possesses any like these two? I don't. Ever since my escape, I've been doing my best to keep a low profile, so I haven't had much contact with anyone besides you two. Now that you mentioned, Louis, you said that you were locked up in a heavily guarded prison, right? How were you able to escape? Well, the Head of some of the Atomic Stars diverted the attention of the Kingdom's authorities to other more pressing matters. Oof. So after no time has passed, one of the prison guards let me escape out of pity. Once I had gotten out, I took to wandering through a nearby town and saw others who bore the mark of the Atoma on them. Unfortunately, however, they were unable to control the Atoma and were succinctly devoured without a chance to get away. Oh jeez, that's horrible. Shina's Atoma tried to eat her when it first activated too, which means it has the ability to eat people whole whether or not it breaks off from its host. It's like a carnivous virus. Lily, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm sorry if I'm reminding you of what must have been difficult, painful memory. It's fine. These are desperate times. He just needs all of us, all the help we can get. Sharing our stories means being able to join in on the fight. I consider myself quite fortunate to have met the two of you. Oh, lad. Bagoo. I know. We'll call them Buggies. What? Mr. Bear, let's call these things Buggies from now on. Atoma isn't cute at all. Bagoo. It's kind of like a baby. Right? Are you okay with it, Mr. Bear? I don't care. But are they worth giving a nickname to? I understand that they're dangerous beings, but if we have to coexist with them anyways, you might as well find them cute. Do as you please, as long as you know they're dangerous, I'm good. Anyway, your naming sense has changed one bit. Thank you. That wasn't a compliment. Pee. Oh my gosh, we're still going. Miss Nashi, remember Louis' original design? I remember having her hair be former primitive and blonde. A style befitting a queen. Oh yeah, huh? Well, I don't remember that these are every single NPC we've made. Louis' current design is cute, but the fact that she's changed so much throws me off. Do you think this has something to do with the bugs? Probably. Maybe that's for her character model got shifted or something. I should ask Leah, our character designer. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, Lemmy Sensei commented has joined our party. I far cry from her original plotline, huh? Well, obviously, it regularly throughout all of World Odysseys like you and its home are to be expected by now. Given that the bugs have changed everything from new monsters to resistant clones, Rook's strange NPC behavior seems also tame. In release, would you mind referring to me as the land code? What I meant was, you wanted to mention how peculiar it is that Rook and Lily are exhibiting changes that are aligned with the original programmers, right? Although they are NPCs, you must remember that the Alice engine's powering the core of their decision-making process. This AI is like magic. Somehow they are able to make split-second decisions, thinking and reacting in a way that distinguishes from humans. To some degree, they're as human as you or me. Yeah, judging from how they describe their thought patterns, this AI is scarily complex. I must admit, the application is frightening me. Different areas, still cutscenes. Holy crap. What's going on here? We should have been able to reach the throne room through this hallway. The pathway seems to have been sealed off. Let's find another way. Finally! When your Poké is present, there's a 50% chance to trigger support skill in battle. Additionally, when the amount of field bugs falls below 50%, you can press the touchpad below the summon Aratamas Nashi. Well guys, I would keep going, but I'm probably gonna have to stop the video here because I've been recording for almost, I've been recording literally for, Press the X button to perform an attack, use the skills to ambush enemies in battle, some attack is successful, your partner will double its speed and gain status immunity. Make sure it's easier for your team to start first. Fail some attack, however, will leave you at a disadvantage. Thank you. But we're gonna go into, oh for fuck's sake. In order to get rid of the Sorcerer World's Odds, you need Aratamas Nashi's help. You get stuck in a dungeon, try investigating the real world. Press access the menu with triangle and press R2 to look Arata. Oh, for fuck's sake, we have to go back to the reality world. We haven't done a single gameplay in this game. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna have to actually stop the recording here. I'm nearly recording an hour for this, and this is what's going to be. There'll be a lot of long cutscenes, but we will get some gameplay though to do at the same time. This is just, well, we're still building up to it, so this is probably why. So next time, we probably head to reality world, and hopefully maybe get some gameplay in the next part. Until then, later folks.